and that's what I'm feeling that I need to do as well. Like it's just,
Yes,
this is nonsense now.
I'm with you.
We've been talking about that for a month or so.
Oh, it's
like you're fed up.
it's so,
I'm with you there,
it's so
exactly.
Done. It's so done. It's like it's just life just wants to live. It's like this is so stagnant now.
I'm with you.
Way.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I've been like on a tour of service without being the one who's doing anything. Yeah, that's the sense you get. Is if as a sense of being a self, you get the sense of being constantly used. It's great though, not abused. Like the last thing that used me, which is self-centeredness. This energy uses you, and it treats you very well in a way. But you get used just the same. Yeah, you're out there. Yeah, it's just to hold space is an incredible service. If you're just with someone and you're awake or certain of something, you can hold the space for them.
It's far more entertaining.
Yes.
From what I've seen.
Yes. Yeah.
What's the difference between holding the space for someone and trying to do something for them? Kind of like analyze them or explain it to them.
Well, it's like if I'm seeing you, you're the dominant thing I'm seeing. The dominant thing is in me thinking I'm seeing you. That to me is holding the space. In other words, you're filling the space that I'm looking at now. Yeah? The emphasis isn't on who I think is looking, because I know it's not that. So then you become...
Your attention is over there, not over here.
No, my attention is both ways, but not to selfing. Yes? It's going somewhere else, so that's holding the space for me. You get a feel of it. It's just like someone's holding the space. So you may not think you can be anything, but I think you can, in a sense. I don't think you can. There's no restriction to what you can appear as. Yeah? You're just holding the space. You're just holding the space. However it appears, it appears. There's a recognition of the appearance, and there's no need to change it or not change it. You're just there. And then if there's an urge to be helpful, then that happens. That's holding the space. To me. So in other words, you become more dominant than this. Most people, when they see someone, it's more based on them seeing them. The attention's still more on them, the selfing, than you. This is more the attention can be on you, because it's freed from the selfing. Yeah? And I feel it with people. I can tell when people hold the space. It's nice. You feel it's hard to put it in words, but you know it. You felt it. You do it here at this house. You hold the space in your wife. That's what they're doing to me. They hold the space for something to happen. They're not trying to manage or control it or run it or guide it. They just let it appear as it goes. To me, it's holding space. That's a way of life, really. You are the space things are appearing in. And you're basically holding that space for things to appear in. Your head has thousands of opinions. That's also appearing in it. To be identified with that stops the holding of space, because then you find something that you don't like in the space that you're holding. Yes? And God gets played, and then that's the end of holding space. That's the end of it. Now you're into a story. Yeah? But holding space is just that. It's just whatever appears is what appears. What doesn't appear, doesn't appear. But the head wants it to be different. It always wants something that's not there to be there, or wants something that's there not to be there. Yes? It's like acceptance. People have a difficult time with acceptance, because they're seeing from self, and self does not accept. But acceptance is the easiest thing in the world, because acceptance basically is you don't have any desire to have anything changed in what's appearing. I don't want someone who isn't here to be here, and I don't want someone who's here not to be here. Yeah? It's just acceptance. There's no fighting anything or anyone, and then that's, to me, it equates to traveling lighter, you see? That's the point. The whole feeling of a day is that you travel lighter through it. It's no particulars. It's just that the space was held, and the day appeared in it as it did what it does, and then the space is still held, And it's just keep held, and there's no you holding it, it's just held, and things show up, and then they leave, and this and that, and you're like a constant welcoming mat, in a sense, yeah? You just do it. Go here, okay, go there, okay, what the hell? And then you watch your head who has tons of opinions, yeah? And that some of them are good, like if you're in a bad place, get out. Oh, but that's not me, no, get out. What's that? There's no me to have to get out. Okay, now you've been shot. Get out, yes. This person may not be good for you. Okay, don't hold the space with her anymore. Move on, whatever. It doesn't exclude, you're not like, you're not unconscious, there's discrimination and everything going on, but there's holding the space. You want a break? No? One more?
Yeah. Okay, one more question. Would you recommend to send someone, I have a daughter who's
Yes.
an addict, but would you recommend, I always think that it doesn't make sense for her to go to like classic rehab setting because it doesn't doesn't remove the source of the problem. So I rather try to talk to her about the stuff that we're talking about.
No, I may be good to have her in a program. Yes.
She
Seriously.
She escaped.
What happens sometimes is you'll go in one, but then life will convince you. You start getting your ass kicked, and then you may be more willing to accept what's on offer. Because it's all about willingness. See, I went to places, and I would hear this, AA, recovery, I didn't hear it at all. And then at some point, I came, and I was totally hearing it. What happened? In a sense, I got my ass kicked, not hearing it. And somebody finally said, all right, equated not hearing and getting ass kicked, and okay, now I'm willing maybe to listen. And then, wow, it seemed like an incredible miracle, which I was scoffing at before. Hey, this is incredible, this program. So, sometimes it has to burn down to the nub. Hopefully she'll live through it. Sometimes the addiction is like riding a wild horse. It's just going to take you. It's like dancing with a gorilla. You don't really have a say when it's going to stop, in a sense. You just have to hopefully minimize the consequences. For me, my whole life was basically I outlived the disease. It was a race, really. The body was either going to die, or if it didn't die, maybe I didn't even entertain it could ever change, but it changed because my body was still alive. I ran through the gauntlet and I survived, and then recovery became a possibility. Yeah. But I wasn't thinking about it at all. I was just hunkered down in that lifestyle. I had totally given up. I was institutionalized, going to jail, and I was dying quite frequently, overdosing. That was, I thought, was my life. And, okay, let's get on with it. And then suddenly something happens, intervened, and I got another possibility came in and took me over. I really believe you and I are we're a vehicle of expression. Energies that are taking us over expressed to us. So I was taken over by self-centeredness and called it alcoholism, an addiction, which is a nasty freaking takeover, and it expressed itself in my life. I became a bum and ran around and, prostituted myself for drugs and did everything, all those lovely little activities. And I went to all those lovely destinations like armories, and homeless shelters and sleeping on roofs and shooting up and with spit and tons of terrible fucking things, and then I got washed up in AA, and now I'm expressing something totally different. I'm just like an interface. There's no person here. Whatever takes over this thing expresses itself through. Yeah? If you wake up, that will express itself through. I like this takeover a lot better than the last one. I'd sign up for this any day if I have a choice. Yeah? It's much mellow. I get better food, and the ride's less bumpy, so to speak. Yeah? Smoother.
And people are happy to see you.
Yeah, people are happy to see me. That's right. They don't follow me into the bathroom to make sure I'm looking in their medicine cabinet anymore. So yeah, it's sort of a nicer way to go. All right, well.